Hey guys, it's me, Blue Doggo, and we're back with honestly one of the best games I've played in a long time. One of the funniest games that
This is
I've
the
played
story of a man named Stanley.
in a long time. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Today we're gonna do as I can to
All of his
finish
hard
off
work
this
has been
game.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're not going to completely finish this game because I don't feel like doing that, but I don't feel like getting every single ending, but I'm gonna get at least a certain ending.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
I
and
looked up
Stanley
how to
knew
get
it
this
perfectly
first one
well.
that I want.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
The
the employee lounge first, just
Figurines
to admire
ending.
it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
Seeing
left.
if I could open any of these. So what we have to do basically,
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
is
it's
do
incredible he
this.
wasn't fired years ago.
So remember last
But Stanley,
episode,
I think perhaps
when we
we've gotten
fell
off
over
on the wrong
here,
foot here.
we have to do it
I'm
again.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Yeah.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Sure you
Let
do.
me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No buckets past this point. Oh yeah, we can't take the bucket. That's why you have to go here.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But what if I want to collect
And
this?
there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all,
We
but
did
that
it.
would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead, I'll just say it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
We got a whole system. If you don't know, this is the red and, room that is both red and blue. Because look, there's a red and blue door. I'm not listening to him.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh.
You see,
Oh.
there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I
Honestly, yeah,
did.
it kind of
And in
was.
the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work
Vehicles
with
would have
me.
been
You've
so
given me
freaking cool.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead,
More.
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh, some of the textures are missing. Please
Okay,
rate your
I'm going to stop you
experience.
there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you
Oh,
more choices?
definitely. I'm on with the
Feel
4.
free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
It's not a perfect 5. It's a
Okay, so
4.
we're getting somewhere. Clearly, there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Wait, we were
And
just
to be
up there
perfectly
earlier
candid,
somewhere.
I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. In total, 91,000 doors opened. Where am I? 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 Ooh, 9,328th place. You're objectively ranked 9,328th out of 9,328 players worldwide. When I ask some friends for, what if I go this way? Again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated
Yes.
to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game,
oh,
the baby
gosh, that just scared
crawls
me.
left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Alright. I'm gonna pause for just a second. Let me check something here. Make sure things are recording and I'm actually getting sound. Okay. This is fun. Oh no, I can't press the button anymore.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter,
Oh, it was
I don't know
purely
what to
by
do. I'm
you.
completely out
And
of
he's
ideas.
still alive.
I
He's
can't
moving.
think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience
Space
of total
pups.
mental depravity.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems
So
there's
I have
even
seen
more. Come, let's venture outward and see what
images
else
of
is
this
out
game
there.
before. I think it's something called Firewatch, but I've never watched this game before. Oh, look at it. Look at how cool. What is that out there? It's a generator. Like an outhouse or whatever. Oh, wrong way. Dang it. So now we're stuck playing through games. It looks like. Yeah, this one looks pretty cool.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
Ah,
It is.
beautiful
It's an
nature.
open world game. Good God,
Join Sea
knock
Lake.
it
Let's
off.
go. No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably
No.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I can see out.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
No. Oh, I think I know what's next. I've seen videos of this game of Stanley Parable before. Yeah, it's Rocket League.
Wonderful.
Never played this
See,
game
this is
either.
exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now
Ideas
this
dice?
is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Look at those grass physics.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Get it. Get it. Get it. Oh, I can run now. I'm gonna score.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? What are you doing?
Beta.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh shoot! I fell again. Fight in the world. What did I discover? What did I discover? 4, 2, 3. There's a light. Ooh. What's the light lead to? Oh, it leads to 427. It's me. It's my office. What?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
Oh, you're just a
I
narrator.
shall be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Is it gonna restart us? Yeah. Okay. So now that we've gotten all the Stan Marines, I think it said it blocked off every other path but the right one.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figlets. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment
But
of
I thought
your
we didn't want a
entire
reward.
life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Oh, yeah, the memory zone. Now remembering that Stanley found the collectibles. The memory zone. Wait, so is there gonna be more to the memory zone? Like if I go down here?
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Seven?
And here was a second Stanley. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find
8.
any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand?
I think it was
Can you remember?
the boss's bathroom. Yeah, I think it was the executive bathroom.
Hey, that's exactly right. It
9.
was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised.
Then it was
After all,
the
science tells us that
boss's
it's impossible to forget your
office.
third time doing anything.
It was the boss's office, I think.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figurine in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't remember being here. Gotta be honest. Don't think this happened. We're walking on air.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Okay, I'm gonna turn that down just in case that's like copyrighted music. What's it back there? It's Stan Marine. It's mini Stan number 5. Success. You found it near the cargo lift. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. Directed by the narrator, edited by the narrator, music by the narrator, produced by the narrator. Best boy narrator, starring Stanley. Copyright the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
You spent 8 minutes on that video? What in the world is... I just found the 6th one. Okay, there's the red room. The red and blue room.
And Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final Figurine, right here by the red and blue
12 out of
doors.
6.
This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes,
That's all of them.
They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which
it was exactly like. Oh, it doesn't matter which door I go through. Okay. You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future.
Oh my gosh, it's infinity! Oh.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Is there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
I want to look at the TV though.
Feels.
Alright, so we're gonna be doing this backwards. So we went through the blue door.
Okay, yes, the room with
Oh
the
my gosh, we found a
rainbow
Stanley.
doors.
13 out of 6.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most
Because we just looked at it.
clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I love that video.
14. I'm gonna wait. I can't fall. Okay, I was about to say I'm gonna fall. And there's the pink one.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one.
15 out of 6.
No, a solid room.
It's a good solid room. Oh, and then we found this one.
These really
16.
aren't done. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
It's a pretty good collection so far. Oh, yep, and then we went this way. We went down the stairs, because at the bottom of the
This
stairs.
second Figley, don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing.
17.
Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Then we found the first one over here.
This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Oh no, we're here. The jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. Time does put a nasty filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want... Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Oh, and then there's the office.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh. What happened?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions.
The narrator is the boss.
As he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Uh-oh.
I did enjoy telling this story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had missed a memo.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Epilogue. I was just reading that on the wiki. There's an epilogue button. Many, many years later. Where in the world are we? Excuse me? Or we just keep going? Bye, campfire. Campfire gets so far away as we go. I can barely see the light now. I can't see it anymore. Oh, we can make it. Oh, we can make it. There's a bunch of office chairs, but we can make it. Just trying to see if the wind was like any slower in the opposite direction, but it's not. Oh my gosh, this is getting loud. Oh. Wait a second, that's like the memory zone, isn't it? That's like the building where we had the memory zone. Yeah, so I looked that there's supposed to be a post-memory zone, and everything else I don't know. So this is all new experience to me. In loving memory of the Stanley Parable 2, review the Stanley Parable. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. For the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often resulting to its fan base. What the heck? Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Excuse me. That was the best part of the game, other than the bucket, of course. Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all figurines gives you nothing. Must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. Mm-hmm. That's what they all say. Bucket was the best part about it. Developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Jim! Jim! Get on the green. When the Stanley Parable launched into a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. When disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions. As outlined in a press release today they published today, it's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want. Reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, but it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. So, the Stanley Parable 2 is a failure. It's kind of sad. I liked it. There's more Jimbo. There's more figurines. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So the number just keeps going. Uh-oh. Oh, we're just going down. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Something back here. Oh. Hello again. It's nice to see you. It's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred. You do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. If people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard, in fact. Let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Simple. All we need to do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead and check out Ink right over together to make a new title for our game. Stanley Parable Me. It's either me, or it's either me, or the square. Stanley Parable 3. It's either me or the square. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. We'll pick a new subtitle. That way the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Like more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again. The new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it. I want you to have a say as well. So it's time to go back to the wiki because I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. So if we say yes, let's do it. Agreed. Then it's agreed. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time we start the game. But you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never did find a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Right, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. I'm gonna keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great, there's only one last thing we need to do. Nope, it's in the AM, not the PM. I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Is he gonna get back? Yeah! This... Okay, so now we can get the sequel ending.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Shoot, how do I do the skip button ending again? Oh, shoot.
All of his
Okay.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
So,
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Don't need to do anything. So we need to find the test achievement. Okay. Oh, I could have entered here with the bucket.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original
Oh,
Stanley
I want to
parable
see.
was a
I want to show what happens with
and
the
any new
bucket.
content
We're
for it
gonna get
should
the
live
test
up to that
achievement, and then we're gonna go
namesake.
back
So
here.
forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah. Okay, we need to find the test achievement.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
This way to the
Now,
show
to be
floor.
clear,
Oh,
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the
new
Stanley Parable
visuals.
2 is going to be, but let's take a look at
Now
some
we
of the
have to find the
features I've
test
been
achievement.
developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Yes, this one. Let's go get our new achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement
Yeah!
will get... As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure? Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe.
I got the
Just breathe.
achievement. Alright. One more time. With the buckets this time. It's gonna make me choose a new name. No, it's not.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
This
could
is
it
the final
mean?
thing we're gonna show
Stanley
off.
decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace. Protective, yet... Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Let's do this. The final option of the Stanley Parable that we're going to show off.
Hello, and thank you for playing playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
And that's what we're playing.
Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Wait, Stanley, I've just now realized that bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel. How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all. Hold on. Did I already show you my ideas for the
Yes.
sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order. All right, let's see, it's the jump circle?
Do we have to play through this again to get to the Stanley Parable Expo?
The infinite hole, the giant door, did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating?
Oh, the infinite hole is definitely exciting.
Everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be. Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
If you include the infinite hole, oh, definitely.
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly. Yes, you carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I
Because it's the
promised.
bucket.
I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you. Clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now.
They are one and the same.
There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket. I win, 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 I win.
Okay. Can I actually do what I was trying to do now? Is have my bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Ah, Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly...
Ah, there we go. Time to go to the expo hall and finish this game with one final ending.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be.
Oh, it's been very good.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Heck yeah. We've seen this screen like 5 times.
See, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figured
We're taking our
if I
bucket
can
with
loosely
him.
organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy... Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The reassurance bucket. Oh, it's a second bucket.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Oh,
Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the
No.
power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them.
no,
I know how much the bucket meant to you,
no,
but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day
no.
you can forgive me.
My bucket. My bucket. My bucket. So yeah, that's everything that I can see. So it said if we go to the main menu, that we get to choose a new name. No. Well, that's it for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This is a very fun game. Very, very freaking fun. I loved it. I loved it a lot. So yeah, I don't know what game we'll be playing next, but I did find out earlier yesterday, as of the day I was making this, that FNAF Security Breach is getting a DLC next year, so can't wait to do that. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching this game, this series. And I'll see you in whatever future endeavors that we do.